so excited about this one. I have to say, there's a long backstory. They've met each other a few times this year. And it's a tough one to call. You would say the form of the tournament, you'd have to go with Reid and Hewett, but when you look at, in terms of recent tournaments coming up to the Paralympic Games, PEIFER, who's won 15 doubles matches back-to-back, he's won 4 tournaments in a row. And on the balance of play in terms of beating Reid and Hewett, they've had more success HOUDET than PEIFER, but Hewett and Reid have just been peaking at this event, particularly Alfie Hewett. I mean, who saw him in the gold medal matchup? He's been attacking absolutely everything, and Reid's touch at the net has just been sensational. So you probably make the Brits the slight favourite, which I think, had you said that before the tournament, you would have said it was the French who were the favourites.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, with their history and their record and their experience. But such as the momentum that's been going, we use that word a lot in sport, but there's something that there's reason behind that, because there's something to be said for a nation who are enjoying such success across all sports, and that success injects optimism, adrenaline and confidence into the remainder of the team across all the sports, and that has to be said for Great Britain. They really are having a remarkable games, and Reid and Alfie HOUDET epitomise that.
Any questions? Challenges? Challenges? Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. Anything else? No? Head stays? Head? It stays? Your choice. You stay here. The serve? Yeah. Have a good match.
Great Britain will serve, and France will stay without to receive. It's the first time I've ever heard a question.
Yeah.
By saying questions, it's a cheeky question from, I think, Stephane HOUDET.
Yeah.
Any challenges?
I'm not sure whether it was in jest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So, this is a match to savour between these two young British players with such an energy and a vibe behind them, and a huge support base as well in the stands. Emmanuel Nice, the Australian, is the man trusted with running this match from the chair. We'll talk about how Great Britain have enjoyed a phenomenal games. They've won 47 gold medals, 24 silver and 30 bronze, 101 medals across all the sports. So every day they're winning medals, and not only does that infuse the teams with confidence and belief, it sort of adds to the pressure. I've got to come back, I've got to go home, I've got to be part of that party when I go home and celebrate with a medal.
Oh yeah, definitely, but as you say, momentum, not just in terms of the way you play tennis, but in terms of being part of that nation. And there's now a real belief coursing through the veins of anyone who's British. I mean, I'm British myself, and I remember Atlanta 1996 at the Olympic Games, where they won 1 gold, and I remember thinking, as a Brit, it was almost expected for the sporting stars to struggle. And now it's a complete turnaround in both the Olympics and at the Paralympics. We are so proud of the athletes that come from Britain, and there's almost that sense of belief all the time now. Whenever an athlete from Britain takes to a court, or takes to a track, or takes to a pool, there is that belief that they're going to medal, and maybe even win the gold medal. Well, I mean, they've epitomised that in this tournament, haven't they, Gordon, Reid and Alfie Hewett? They've been in just scintillating form, but it's going to be tough for them today against HOUDET and PEIFER. There's so much history as well already in 2016 between these two teams. Of course, it was Reid and Hewett who won the Wimbledon title against HOUDET and PEIFER, 7-6 in the third. But earlier on in the year in Sydney, it was PEIFER and HOUDET who'd beaten Reid 7-6 in the third at the Sydney tournament. And then at the Australian Open title, Hewett wasn't involved on that occasion, but it was PEIFER and HOUDET who won the Australian Open doubles crown. They beat Reid and Cuneda 7-5 in the third. So what odds this one going right to the wire?
Absolutely. It is the Olympic Tennis Centre, and centre court the focus of attention for the final match on this 6th day of action, and is the men's doubles final. Stephane HOUDET and Nicolas PEIFER from France against Alfie HEWETT and Gordon Reid from Great Britain. HEWETT and Reid, well, they're a young pair, but they don't get much younger in this tournament than Alfie HEWETT, who's 18, and Gordon Reid is 24. HOUDET, 45-year-old, and his partner, Nicolas, PEIFER, 25. That's their path through to the final. And dropped a set. Caroline Philipson, Fernandez and Ledesma, and then the Japanese pair, Alfie and Shidana, in the semi-finals. World #1 in doubles, and this is REID and HEWETT. World #2 is Gordon Reid, and they are through Shingo Kaneda and Satoshi Saida in the semi-final. 6-2, 6-4 was a big win for them. Dynamic, all 4 players not afraid to attack the net.
Well, 2 titles to their name this year for HEWETT and Reid. Of course, the big one with SW19 at Wimbledon. They also won Brisbane and were runners-up at the Australian Open. And also, well, HEWETT was also runner-up as well at the South African Open and the Japanese Open, and then Nottingham as well at the British Open, which was the last tournament that they played. And guess who won the British Open? Yep, it was PEIFER and HOUDET. So it's just incredible the backstory that you have between these two players. They know each other's game very, very well. And, you know, HOUDET himself and PEIFER slightly more counter punchers, the players who tend to prefer to sit towards the back of the court. And again, once more, you just wonder whether it's going to be on Reid and HEWETT's racket. Reid in particular, when these two play, he's the one who likes to get forward towards the net and use his skills and touch around the net. But we've seen HEWETT do that on the singles court as well, of course, this week. And, I mean, he is just peaking right now. I mean, it was quite incredible, his semi-final performance against the world #2 Gerard. Belief is just seeping through his veins, and his reaction at the end as well. He almost couldn't believe it. He was in the gold medal match. I think, he arrived here at the Paralympics thinking, yeah, okay, I might be able to win a gold in doubles. I would have thought he'd be in the doubles and the singles finals, and could well come away with 2 golds as an 18-year-old in the Paralympic Games.
Phenomenal. And if you haven't seen it already, have a look at Stephane HOUDET's chair. It is quite a piece of work. Beautiful carbon fiber chair.
It's slightly more elevated as well, has a saddle rather than a seat, which enables him to get a little bit more reach. It's a chair that costs a little bit more than your average chair.
Than your average car.
Yes, yes, it's almost as much as a Formula 1 car. It's $120,000 US they cost to construct. But he is someone who is certainly moving the sport on to new echelons.
Absolutely, and that's I think one of the sub-stories to the Paralympic Games here in Rio in the wheelchair tennis will be how the sport has just stepped up in play, in approach, and it's been very evident here in the way the tournament has progressed. It's become a lot more technologically advanced, and we've seen players do things, I think, that the likes of Peter Norfolk, who is here, and very much part of the furniture here, and Brad Parks, who started this sport 40 years ago, will be looking down and be very proud of.
And we also talked about the situation of the amount of times that these two pairs have met in 2016, but also Alfie HEWETT beat Nicolas PEIFER in the singles, remember. So there's a chance here for the Frenchman to get revenge against him. Of course, HOUDET was to REID.
Yes. So there's unfinished business, or finished business if you like. So this is the gold medal match in the men's doubles of the wheelchair tennis at Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. On the near side, Alfie HEWETT and Gordon Reid against Nicolas PEIFER and Stephane HOUDET.
Smart start. So both players from Britain more than comfortable at the front of the court. They play such an exciting brand of wheelchair tennis, these two.
Beautifully played, lovely positioning from Stephane HOUDET. He controlled that point well.
I was excited about this match before it started, and this is why. What a contest we have got. Lovely volley from HOUDET.
Oh, Gordon REID. It's the first winner, real clean winner on the backhand of the match. What a beautiful stroke.
3 points, 3 winners. This one the best of the lot of them. That is a scintillating backhand.
Alfie had got himself into a spot of bother there with that little half-volley drop shot and was punished.
HOUDET is such an intelligent tennis player. Very rarely picks the wrong spot to go, and he was fully aware that HEWETT was in trouble. Just rolling it behind him. It's so good.
He's got such phenomenal touch up at the net, hasn't he? Lovely to watch.
I'd say even if you're not British, you have to appreciate what these two have brought to the court in this year's Paralympic Games.
So REID holds serve. Great Britain on the board. It's 1-love in the men's doubles gold medal match.
But what a game to start us off. I mean, so many winners. It was a game full of quality. Just the one unforced error. And already, you really feel like you're in the midst of what should be an absolute cracker. Added to, of course, by the atmosphere here on centre court. Of course, you've got the British fans who will be getting behind the Team GB, Gordon REID and Alfie HEWETT, but the Brazilians, they like underdogs, they like to cheer for the other side as well, and that really does add to the atmosphere. And there's a fair few French fans here too.
There's a wonderful atmosphere. And a match to savour here in Prospect. HOUDET to serve. Brilliantly done. PEIFER stole up to the net so quickly and put the volley away without a problem.
HOUDET initially tried it, and then PEIFER showing him how it's done. A quality volley.
Set up by a really good serve. Nice and deep, put a kick on it, and REID could not make too much of the return.
both teams seeking to get forward when they can. And at the moment, just haven't seen an error really from the front of the court. It's been sumptuous.
I was about to say, there's no mistakes anyway. Here's just winners all over. Lovely to see. Chooses to play with a glove on each hand. He'll play golf after he lost his legs in a motorcycle accident. Just part of his left leg.
Playing golf with Johan Cruyff, wasn't it, that he decided to turn his hand to tennis? The big reason for that was because it was a Paralympic sport.
HEWETT is setting his sights on racing cars as well. Plenty to look forward to. 1-1 it is in the gold medal match here. HOUDET and PEIFER, HEWETT and REID. It's HEWETT to serve. Court is open for it. Right idea. Just couldn't execute.
This is centre court, very close to court 1, which is where football matches are being played. Brazil in action, so roar of the crowd just going off at REID on that shot there.
The overhead miss from HEWETT.
I haven't seen no player miss in the front of the court in the first 2 games. Just a couple of errors from the British team. One from REID, now one from HEWETT.
One from PEIFER as he hopes they return a serve out of court. The powerful man, PEIFER.
4 in singles, 25-year-old, number 3 in doubles. You say, on a 15-match winning streak in the doubles court. That's 4 tournaments.
First double fault to the match, and it puts Great Britain in a bit of difficulty here. 2 break points down. Well, he'll take it, Gordon Reid. A moment of tension as it went up in the air.
An awesome point there. The speed that these guys are striking the ball. It was Team GB who were on top of the rally, manoeuvring both HOUDET and PEIFER from side to side. Thumbs up from HOUDET. Great sportsmanship to see, just appreciating that. It was just too good. miss it by much.
Not by much, yep. Again, incredible speed with which they are getting around the court here. It puts HOUDET and PEIFER into a 2-1 lead. They've got the early initiative in this men's doubles gold medal match. PEIFER to serve, and it is the French pair who have got the early break. They broke Alfie here in the previous game.
Oh.
Well, he got himself up there, and it was a fantastic angle from PEIFER at the back of the court. On his forehand.
Moment. Just a little more consistent than the British pair. Forced errors. HEWETT and REID.
It's called out. Alfie HEWETT can't believe it.
I think it looked good. What a shot.
What about this one?
This was just out of this world. A little flick of the wrist, bending it around the net post, almost around the umpire's chair. It was incredible.
It was almost closer to the umpire than to the net. Incredible fetch. Steady, love. This is incredible, this tennis. That just bounces and kicks away. And the brilliance of Nicolas PEIFER.
On fire right now. A wonderful little backhand flick in the previous point. Now a luscious lob. He's got an air of invincibility about him. At the moment, of course, with all the match wins coming into this one. There.
Second service.
Out it goes, it's 3-1.
Quality start it's been, particularly from the French. Just a few too many unforced errors from HEWETT and REID. But they've done so little wrong. So they'll be aware that, you know, if the French can keep up the way that they're playing, then they deserve the gold medal.
Yeah.
It's that simple, really. I'm sure they won't be too concerned, the British pair. The French will be delighted with the way that they've started. It's so important in tennis to realise when your opponent is playing well. Right now, the French team have been on fire for the first 4 games. Let's just hope this match continues like this, because it's been an absolute delight.
It's been rich entertainment. And REID to serve for the second time. Brilliant.
There's Andy Lapthorne, who won the silver medal yesterday in the quad. He's a passionate fella, getting behind this British pair. Wonderfully timed by HEWETT, took it almost on the half volley, which gave him a bit more power.
Good serve out to the backhand. And mistake from HOUDET. Commanding presence is PEIFER. This is an excellent game so far from Gordon Reid and Alfie HEWETT.
The smash is sometimes pretty tricky in this sport, but he got his positioning spot on. Nice wrist snap. No chance for PEIFER.
That's as good a smash as we've seen in the last 4 or 5 days.
Oh, that's magical.
And that's as good a drop shot as we've seen. Brilliant from Alfie HEWETT. What a game that was from Great Britain. Just what they needed.
I think it was a bit of a miss-hit return, which makes it even harder. It's swerving in the air. Low down. Cushioning it on the racket, then almost a goal-like celebration to cap it off.
It's 3-2 to the French pair, HOUDET and PEIFER. They have a break of serve over HEWETT and Gordon Reid in the first set of the gold medal doubles match. It's a glorious evening in Rio de Janeiro as we come down to Centre Court here at the Olympic Tennis Centre. Men's doubles final. And it's been fantastic entertainment. 5 games in, it's the French pair lead 3-2. He puts so much work on his serve, Stephane HOUDET. The arch of his back when he goes for the big kick serve. The top speed kick serve is incredible.
Before that's where his chair helps him as well. Talking about the reach that it gives him, but it just enables him to just lean back a fraction more, which with the racket he uses, he's able to generate a lot of topspin on the ball.
He's a presence at the net. PEIFER, and he did the job here.
And this is why he's such a good doubles player. Great hand skills, great composure. Didn't try and do too much with either volley. Just angling it into the open space.
That'll go out. Another excellent serve from the Frenchman HOUDET.
Such a clinical display from both Frenchmen. That's so good. Again, getting a little bit of top on the board just to kick it away from REID.
Oh, too good. Bit of good fortune the way of the French, but what a clinical point, as you said. It's been a fantastic service hold here from HOUDET.
He kept his cool here. Sensible tennis, didn't panic, didn't try and hit anything too special, just nudging it behind HEWETT.
4-2. And they're in the zone, this pair.
Well, you almost have to wonder at the moment, HEWETT and REID, what's going through their minds. I mean, they've played much better. They've made about 2 or 3 unforced errors, but other than that, it's been pretty sublime tennis from them. They find themselves 2-4 down. Shows just how well the French are playing.
Oh, he's done so well there in so many fronts, not the least of which to avoid touching the net.
He was travelling here. This one was so close to the net, had backspin on it as well. And even at that speed, able just to keep his wrist firm, thinking back over the net. What a shame. What a rally. And it's the easiest shot of the lot.
It is amazing. I mean, it just is incredible. Just watching HOUDET and PEIFER cover the court. They really are supreme at the moment. And you just get the feeling at the moment that REID and HEWETT are scrambling it all. Keep it going. It is tough when the French are playing so well. They haven't 9 unforced errors. You don't think there really have been that many unforced errors. But this pair at the near side. Oh, we're on fire.
Oh, stop it.
That is just amazing. For Stephane HOUDET to put his hands in the air like that, you know there's something special going on this court. Wow.
I mean, first of all, what a shot this was by Gordon REID. That was out of this world. And that's just out of this, well, universe, out of anything. That is just incredible. How many amazing shots is he going to play, this man?
Three break points to the French to take a 5-2 lead.
Wait, please.
This is sublime.
Right now, I think it's as close to perfection as you'll ever see on a doubles court from these French players.
Well, it is Stephane and Nicolas PEIFER who are in rampant form. 5-2 they lead. And they've hardly put a wheel wrong. Remarkable play. Fantastic to watch.
When we drop the ball short, especially if it's higher and shorter, they're dictating a little bit more. So what we have to do is push onto the ball and get it a bit. We have to use the height a little bit more to do that.
This men's doubles final is rare entertainment here at the Olympic Tennis Centre. And the French pair of Stephane HOUDET and Nicolas PEIFER have a 5-2 lead. PEIFER to serve for the first set. New balls against HEWETT and REID of Great Britain.
They're playing with a real steely determination, the French pair. A lot of conviction. You just wonder how much they've been driven on by the fact that both of them were knocked out by the two players over the other side of the net in the singles. It's as if they have a point to prove.
HOUDET was scrambling a little there, and HEWETT and REID will be a bit disappointed they weren't able to take full advantage of it. But such is the composure of this Frenchman, and he was able to keep it together. 15-all. HEWETT aggressive on the second serve.
It's a nice reaction. Missed a routine forward on the previous point. He's unaffected by it. He's only played one way at the Rio Paralympics, HEWETT, and that's been positive.
REID beat HOUDET and HEWETT beat PEIFER. In the quarterfinals, when you watch them play, when you watch PEIFER particularly, you wonder how that happened, but it's a very different game, the singles game.
Of course, winning breeds confidence, and PEIFER's won 14 doubles matches in a row, 4 tournaments in a row.
Here it is, the first set to HOUDET and PEIFER. And they richly deserve it. It has been a wonderful exhibition of doubles play here. They take the first set over HEWETT and REID 6-2 in just 31 minutes of absolutely sublime doubles.
Sensational set of tennis that was. I feel the stats probably don't do it justice. HOUDET and PEIFER just couldn't miss. Yeah, barely made an error. Only 5 unforced errors in total, and I think some of those were probably more like errors rather than unforced errors. PEIFER just playing out of his head right now in terms of striking the ball. He can do no wrong. HOUDET's hardly playing badly either. HEWETT and REID have been good. PEIFER and HOUDET have been even better. Opening set 6-2.
Slapper hands between REID and HEWETT. They need to dig deep here against a pair who are playing the best doubles you see anywhere in the world at the moment.
It's going to be so important to see how the British pairs start this set. Keep their spirits high after being outplayed in the opening 31 minutes.
Played Gordon Reid. We've seen little of that in the first set. He hasn't been given much opportunity to do it, but this time he took the opportunity.
There's another quality point from start to finish. Pouncing on the net, right on top of it. Good firm volley. As I say, so important for Great Britain to start this second set well. A bit bruised and battered after that opening set.
Oh, you've got to go down the tunnel to fetch that one. Amazing. REID and HEWETT would be asking themselves, were we that bad in the first set, 6-2?
Exactly. You know, I'm just watching this thinking, when is their form going to dip?
Well, that's the
when are they going to make an error when they attack the ball? Another sumptuous point from, you know, HOUDET and PEIFER.
Another. He's hitting winners from everywhere.
I mean, they've just given Britain absolutely nothing. Not only have they given them nothing, every time they seem to have attacked the ball, it's gone for a win. I mean, there's nothing they can do about that, REID and HEWETT. That's just too good from PEIFER. Absolutely gorgeous backhand.
There we go. We'll have a few more of those as Gordon Reid. Don't give them a chance to play those brilliant shots. Take their records out of the equation.
At the moment, it's almost the only way they can get a point. I mean, they have to win the point. That's it, really, from REID and HEWETT. That's quality.
Two good serves from the Gordon Reid.
They've had a good time, haven't they, in Rio, that army of British fans. They've been quietened in the first half hour here.
Been rewarded for their loyal support by the performance of the British tennis players. Yep. With his chair.
Not sure, it looks like he's getting the tape out for his racket. Not sure what that was about, but good to go again. Apologising to the two British players.
There we go. Britain are on the board in the second set. REID holds serve and holds serve convincingly.
A vital game. Really important. They lost the last three at the back end of the first set. They need to give themselves some momentum and somehow take France out of the zone that they're in. But you feel there's such small margins for error here because, you know, as I've said, they're having to win the points, so it means they're having to go for their shots. And when you've been a bit bruised and battered and lost a set 6-2, sometimes you don't feel like doing that. You want to just keep the ball in, but they can't just do that against this French pair.
Well, their first double fault.
So they are human.
Yeah, a mistake. 6 unforced errors only in this match so far.
Oh, this doubles is just a privilege to watch. I know the ball girl got in the way there.
Well, Alfie and Gordon Reid having a laugh here because the drop shot is going and the ball girl thinks, well, I'll pick that up.
I don't think he would have got that. Not sure what the umpire has done here. Not sure whether the point is being replayed. Technically, it has to be. Indeed, it is. A bit of fortune there for Team GB.
Well, they get the point in the end through the double fault from HOUDET. 2 double faults in the game.
People just giving him a bit of encouragement. I do feel a little sorry for France there because it looked like it was going to be their point. It was a wonderful little drop shot from HOUDET. Somebody have to replay it.
This is a much more positive start here. They really are playing well now, REID and HEWETT. They're taking the game to the French pair.
Rubbing salt into the wound of the previous point. It's a fine forehand up the line. For once, HOUDET can't get there.
Finishes it off. The break early in the second set to HEWETT and REID for Great Britain.
I can't quite believe what I'm watching. This is just so good. It's an exhibition of what wheelchair tennis is all about. The shots we are seeing. Both teams coming to the fore, two of the world's best teams. And they're playing some of their best tennis. What a match we have in store. Britain fighting back.
It's worthy of a gold medal match, this. 6-2 the first set, HOUDET and PEIFER. And HEWETT and REID have got the early initiative in the second of the break of the HOUDET serve.
It was HEWETT who was broken twice in the first set. How do we react here?
Oh, booming backhand from REID, forcing the error from PEIFER's volley.
I was going to say, I think that's the first time I've seen PEIFER make an error, and you can hardly blame him for that error. It was a nearly impossible shot to make.
Yeah, we were talking just before the previous game about when it is the French might sort of go off the boil. Well, two double faults in that game. That one unfortunate point of the ball girl getting involved, and suddenly the momentum switch.
Still, it's been Britain winning the points after that, hasn't it? It's not been France making the errors. Some of the crowd getting a little overexcited, and of course, few spectators may not have seen a tennis match before, late at night. They may well be a little overexcited, so to speak.
Yeah, on advice, the umpire just calling on the crowd not to make a noise between the first and second serves. Oh, just missed it, REID. Great use of the whole court. This is in such contrast to an earlier match, in the bronze medal match.
I just felt there early in the rally, HEWETT with a volley had a chance to put the ball away and didn't quite do enough. And from there on in, it was the French who were on top of the point. It's flying one way, then the other, though, that rally. Can't take your eyes off this one.
2 break points on the HEWETT serve now. Absolutely amazing. PEIFER's made an error on that wizard of a backhand of his. Don't often see it.
PEIFER's made an error anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a very, very rare cheap point for Great Britain. As I say, other than those 2 double faults in the HOUDET game, it's probably the first one I can remember. But even saying that, it was a good body serve, cutting it into his opponent, HEWETT. It wasn't like it was an easy backhand return.
Killer. Amazing. The break back by HOUDET and PEIFER. It's 2-1. Undaunted by going 2-love down in this second set. HOUDET and PEIFER just broken. Alfie, HEWETT. We have a superb match in prospect here and in progress. This is PEIFER serving. 1-2 down, second set. He didn't get that. So it is point to Great Britain. Lovely drop shot, so PEIFER, number 15. On the drive, away it goes from the Frenchman, HOUDET. As well as PEIFER's been playing, HOUDET's hardly made a mistake.
And he's been good. He's come forward in particular. High volleys are pretty tricky. He makes it look so easy there. And timed his roll to perfection.
Out.
Well, even points like that have been rare in terms of where they've actually forced the French into an error. Their defence has been that good. Didn't miss by much either, about half an inch. There's points like that in the first set that the French were able to hang on in there and turn defence into attack.
Out too long on the backhand from REID, and that's what these this French team are doing. They're forcing REID and HEWETT into going for the lines and the winners. I mean, we've already had 27 winners in the match, 14 from the French and 13 from Great Britain, which shows you how high the level is here.
Again, and that has been the difference. It's the unforced errors for Britain. We haven't seen them from the French. And it's a game of fine margins, isn't it? There's two shots from Britain, the backhand from REID and the forehand from HEWETT. Trying to force the French back, only missing by an inch or so.
Oh. His touch is sublime. And well, he might celebrate.
I mean, that was just sensational. The speed that was coming to him as well. And he killed it dead on the half volley. It's magical hand skills. Yeah, the blip rings around centre court, and you can understand why.
It's the Scotsman Gordon REID to serve now. This is a vital service game for them.
I do feel the Brits are in a bit of trouble because they know they need to keep on being aggressive, but they've been a little too aggressive at times. Getting that balance right.
Oh yes, lovely depth from Alfie HEWETT. It even had PEIFER grasping at this, no way he could get to it.
And they've got that winning feeling at the Rio Paralympics. So you know the belief is there, even for this young 18-year-old.
Oh, set up beautifully by REID, finished off by REID.
Well, timing your move forward to play a drive volley, one of the toughest things to do, but again, it's been a spectacular display from both teams of amazing attacking tennis. Oh, what a shame. But the hand skills on show in this match are just so good.
You have to play a shot to absolute perfection to make a winner, particularly at the net, and REID knew that because PEIFER was in the vicinity and he was going for an acute angle because the ball doesn't die. 30-15. Oh no. Oh, what a reach from HOUDET to keep that one alive on the forehand.
Yeah, just didn't get the timing right at all there. Just trying to hit as big and as hard as he can and put as much topspin on the ball just to try and somehow create openings from the French, but it was solid defense from HOUDET and PEIFER. What a point this is.
That's in. Waited to hear the call, it's in. The only call you heard was allez from the French pair. Quite remarkable backhand return from PEIFER. Gives them a break point.
Do you just feel that the close margins are going the way of the French? And just clipping the line. They've missed a couple of balls where they've just missed the line.
PEIFER was in two minds there, you feel, and Alfie HEWETT made sure that he finished it off well.
Just feel the French have got a little bit into their shell in terms of playing a little bit more conservatively, asking the questions of the British pair. And on that occasion, they had the answer. That was some drive volley off the backhand side from HEWETT to close out the point.
Big game this at 2-all. French have had a break point. Over the back. Yeah, just one or two more errors coming from the French side of the net.
but it's still so rare. And I think the majority of these points in this game has been won by Britain.
There's the hold. It was tense, but they've managed to hold serve. See off a break point, and REID asking the British fans to up the volume from the stands, because they're right in this contest for the gold medal in the men's doubles at the wheelchair tennis. It's HOUDET and PEIFER took the first set 6-2. HEWETT and REID lead 3-2 in the second. The entertainers are out on court once again. What a match this has been. Sixth game, second set. It's HOUDET and PEIFER, 2-3 down.
Such a big game for Britain to win, the previous one. Just check the momentum for the French, but you still feel they are the team who are up against it in this final. Still making too many unforced errors compared to the French. The French team have made just 9 unforced errors, which is incredible when you think the amount of games that have been played and the standard and the attacking tennis that we've seen. 10 unforced errors though. The unforced errors counters as well have been particularly harsh on, you know, whenever an error has been made, it's gone down as an unforced error.
No, what a beautiful drop shot from HOUDET.
It's a tricky one to make for REID. His hand skills are still one of the best in the business. Able to make that one for once.
Oh, what a finish to a great rally. Alfie HEWETT applies the pressure.
Incredible point by the 18-year-old. Sadly, the replay doesn't show his first get, which was just unbelievable, the backhand that he got back into play. And then finishes it with a sublime angle on the forehand. Doesn't get better than that. It's REID who's making the errors, which is a little surprising. Of course, he's that little bit more experienced than his partner. His level has just dipped a fraction.
This point for 3-all. the net. He's a class act.
Like all great champions, responding after adversity. Had a couple of unforced errors in this game, but still had the confidence to step up and come forward and execute on the volley.
Full stretch, he couldn't make it.
Such powerful hitting. And the British pair in particular. I do feel they've maybe just wrestled the initiative back in this second set. The French not playing as aggressively as they were in the first. No doubt about that. They're still playing very well, though.
It's a break point.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Particularly because the way HOUDET was moving, he was backing away, and I think it was the right shot to go for, no doubt about that for REID. You know, trying to put it into the back of HOUDET's chair. A bit too much adrenaline in the system at break point. Overcooking the forehand.
That's out. How well is Alfie HEWETT playing at the moment, though?
Well, that at some point to win from France. I mean, you saw the benefit there of the modern chair from HOUDET right at the beginning of the point. He stretched and got a forehand, it clipped the net. I don't quite know how he got it back into play. It was great defence from the French because the Brits were bossing the point. They were able to turn defence into attack. Quality play once more.
Oh, yes. Into the wheels of Stephane HOUDET.
It really has got to be that good to pick up a point against the French because their movement and athleticism has just been on point in this final.
Just out. The half volley. He got himself into a difficult position, but HEWETT had played a superb shot. And they've got the break point again. No. Ambitious. But he missed it by a long way.
What drama in this game. GB got a little lucky early in the round. It's a big miss hit from Hewett that found the corner of the court. That was a chance.
It's turning into that game, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Big game that could have an influence over the rest of the match, depending on who wins it.
HOUDET, the only player on the French side who has been broken as well so far. Hewett served next up as well, remember, and he's been broken every time.
But he's on fire right now. Alfie Hewett crunching the return.
How well timed is this return? Right out in front, brushing over the ball, using the pace of the serve, and no chance for HOUDET.
On the stretch there, he couldn't make it. And Great Britain have put their noses well and truly in front now. Remember, they lost the first set, and there's no question that they have raised their level, but the French are not in the sort of shape or form that they were in that first set, where they just couldn't make a mistake.
I just think with the history of these two teams, surely it has to go the distance.
Yep.
All the dramatic meetings they've had in 2016, there's been very few that have been straight sets.
The momentum is with Alfie Hewett and Gordon Reid at the moment.
And he's been broken every time, Hewett. And this is a fine way to start. Good serve, drawing a short return, and then he pounces on the forehand.
Yeah, double fault.
He's had a few issues with the double in this match, the 18-year-old. Still just giving him some encouragement. That's an excellent body serve. It's intelligent tennis from Hewett, because we haven't seen too many mistakes from this man at all. Just a couple of times now he has struggled with the serve cutting into the body.
And the body language is a little less confident from the French pair. Yeah, that's too good. He knew it. The REID touch.
And that is the touch he is known for. You do just wonder with the French team, as in when it went to 2-2 in this second set, they've just taken, a step back. They've not been as positive as they were in the first set, no doubt about that. And it's Britain who are playing the majority of the tennis now.
That's out. And Britain into a 5-2 lead. In the gold medal match of the men's doubles, we've got a terrific contest. We're down feet for the first set, 6-2. Hewett and Reid now 5-2 in the second. Well, if you're supporting Great Britain, you'll be feeling very confident. If you're supporting France, you'll be confident. If you're a neutral, well, don't go away. This is just fantastic. French serving to stay in the second set here. The match really, in a way, deserves the final set.
Yeah, and important for them just to try and get on the board again in this second set, the French team. Just wonder whether they'll try and be a little more aggressive. I was about to say as he fires that one into the net. No love lost there. Although HOUDET doing the old tactic of getting up as close as possible to the net and then trying to duck down. If you do that, you're fair game.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, HOUDET very cleverly taking advantage of a little bit of a mix-up between REID and HEWETT beyond the baseline.
But he's coming to action again. I haven't seen this from the French for a while. Trying to get forward. Wondrous hand skills from HOUDET. More like expansive tennis that they played in the first set.
At the net, he's usually so clinical. This time the mistake.
Bit of a sloppy game that though from the Brits. Just what the French needed, a love service hold.
You just feel this man, PEIFER, he's gone off the boil a little after his magical first set.
As I said earlier on, I just couldn't believe they were going to keep that up, because it was as close to perfection on a doubles court that you will ever see. It was just sensational, the things that they were doing in that first set. And so the level has had to drop. They're still playing excellent doubles, no doubt about that. But it's not as high as it was, and the Brits have also raised their game. It's fascinating what's still to come in this one. And you do feel that was a bit of an untidy game from the Brits. They had all the momentum going into it. A couple of unforced errors, giving the French hope. In a row for France. I just wonder, they had all of that adrenaline rush to go up 5-2, HEWETT finally holding. That sometimes can result in a bit of a lull and thinking, right, job's done.
Yeah, all we have to do now is.
Yeah.
And they haven't done that yet.
So another. Seen it a couple of times from both HEWETT and REID in particular. In a couple of his singles matches where he has just had these lulls. He's gone off the boil for 3 games or so and then got himself sorted again. And this is definitely a dip for Britain, and they need to stop if they are going to take this one the distance. Oh.
Some great tennis, and then a disappointing end for Alfie HEWETT, beg your pardon. And it gives the French pair 3 break points.
What a get note early on from HOUDET. Flick of the wrist and found the baseline too.
Too long.
First point at 8 for the British pair.
Three over the back in that game from Great Britain, and the level they have been playing at in the second set has drained away, and it is France who now have a chance to level it at 5-all. Stephane HOUDET and Nicolas PEIFER 6-2 and 4-5 as they come into the back end of the second set. Well, this remarkable men's doubles final continues to ebb and flow one way and then the other. Momentum switch in the last game. It's in France. 4-5. A few days to serve.
The tennis, which has been sensational, has just gone off the boil a little, in particular for Britain. The rhythm is out at the moment. Good return, set the point up, and able to take advantage of it. And the French defending really well. They're making the Brits play as many balls as possible.
Yeah, you just feel if they can do enough just to get it into a third set. Great Britain then they can reset, but they are struggling to do that at the moment. It's 30 love.
And surprisingly, it's REID who's making the errors. The French not having to do all that much to win these points right now.
Yes, it is a winner. Might have been a premature cheer, but eventually it did die.
Well, is that point that's going to change the momentum for Great Britain? What a rally. REID, who's made a number of errors recently, making no mistake with that volley. And around the side of the ball, PEIFER has been lightning quick around the court for once and able to get there.
Excellent return, deep into the backhand, and HOUDET not able to react fast enough. 30-all, fighting back Reid and HEWETT.
And so often we talk about momentum shifting, and as I say, that long rally that they just won, you do wonder, it's just changed what they were thinking.
Oh, there it is. A little bit of confusion in the French camp, and Alfie HEWETT drills the forehand into the open court.
And suddenly Britain believe again in this set. As you say, it was definitely a mix-up on the French side. Still needed to be picked off, and that it was by the 18-year-old.
And they have a set point here. We've got a decider. Reid and HEWETT close out the second set after a nervous couple of games. They break the French. It is one set apiece in this gold medal match. Pure drama here on centre court in the men's doubles gold medal match.
Another dramatic set, full of quality. This time it's Team GB who come out on top of it. And they were the team who played by far the more aggressive tennis. As you can see, there's 16 winners for HEWETT and Reid compared to just 7 for HOUDET and PEIFER, who went a little too defensive maybe in that second set. Although Britain made 20 unforced errors in the second set, their positivity was enough to get them over the line in the end. And this one will be settled by a deciding set. Britain taking the second set, 6-4.
The final chapter in a dramatic match, this, the men's doubles final of the wheelchair tennis of Rio's 2016 Paralympic Games.
Call it if you can. It's deserving that it's going to go down to a decider. It's tough to know really who has the momentum as well coming into this one. I mean, Britain got over the line, but got a little scrappy at the back end of that second set. 5-2 up.
Alfie HEWETT at the net. Confident, isn't he?
Yeah, well, there wasn't much space to hit this one into. There was a very small gap between the two French players. Depth was key. Found a way past them both.
And he hit it straight at PEIFER's forehand. Really brilliant composure.
Interesting that they've switched sides as well, the Brits here, in terms of who's serving. Of course, REID in the first 2 sets was serving at this near side. HEWETT's been the one who's struggled, though, to hold serve. Been broken all but once.
Terrific bounce and kick off that forehand from PEIFER. And now France, early in this final set, have 2 break points. Again, the early momentum. No, 2 double faults in the game. And a disappointing start to the set for Great Britain. First game of the 3rd set goes the way of France, courtesy of a break, the Gordon Reid serve.
And they played a lot of tennis. The Paralympics have HEWETT and REID, and that was a tired-looking game. And the world number 3 in singles.
REID and HEWETT, believe it or not, will play each other for the gold medal in the singles.
Yeah, it's some achievement, particularly from HEWETT, the 18-year-old. Really unexpected. He was 13th seed in the singles event. Beat PEIFER, who was the 4th seed. HOUDET knocked out by REID. Still a chance for both HOUDET and PEIFER to get revenge. I do feel it's on Britain's racket, because since that first set and the first few early exchanges, the French have sat back a lot more and just said, come on, beat us. So good at covering the court. Again, great defence initially from PEIFER. For once, not able to force an error from him.
Yeah, that backhand has been a rich source of points for them, be it defensively and an attacking front as well. Brilliant! Wow! Using the angle of the serve.
And that is the danger when you serve out wide. If you don't quite get it right, and you could see there the ball bounced maybe in the middle of the box. Hence HOUDET's reaction. And as you say, using the angle to perfection.
HEWETT, 2 winners in a row.
And that one was even better. He was backpedaling as he played this one, back to the court. And again, splits the French pair.
right back. It is so tight, this contest.
Oh, it's a roller coaster ride. You don't know which way it's going to turn next to you. HOUDET, who's been so clinical at the front of the court, finally making an error. But you've got to say, that was Alfie HEWETT who just raised Britain's game. What a performance from the 18-year-old once more. I'll tell you what, tomorrow's singles final is going to be something special.
Oh. That's too good. Both sides of the net, chasing down, desperate to make the last shot.
A real little ding-dong battle. No backspin on the ball though from REID, and probably proved costly. Just allowed enough bounce for HOUDET to whip over the top of it. Fine forehand winner from the Frenchman.
Wow, what a rally, what incredible tennis from both sides of the net.
Well, it's a shame it ended with an error. Had it ended with a winner, I would have said rally of the century. That was just amazing. What athletes these guys are. What skill they have. And they are treating everyone. It doesn't matter if you're British or you're French, you've got to be loving this.
This is as good entertainment as you'll see anywhere in the sporting world. And then the mistake from Gordon Reid.
I just wonder, it's got a little cooler now that night has fallen. Ball's travelling through the air a little slower. Everything's a little cooler. I think that probably plays into France's favour because it is the Brits who are trying to make the running in the rallies. The ball just keeps on coming back. Over-forcing on that occasion, REID.
Powerful return from HOUDET. Gains them 2 break points. Quick tactical discussion. There's the break. HEWETT serve. Another twist, another turn in this dramatic final in the men's doubles. Sees France through Stephane HOUDET and Nicolas PEIFER take a 2-1 lead over Alfie REID, who won the second set after losing the first. I suppose this is the lull before the culmination at the end of the set here, when suddenly the realization of what is happening is going to bring an intensity about it. But at the moment they're jockeying for position.
And just remember, all 4 players went deep in the singles draw too. A lot of tennis, there's been a lot of twists and turns. And a lot of weary heads, arms and bodies. It's such a physical sport these days. As you've mentioned a few times, Jordan, in terms of the new breed coming through and how fast-paced it is. PEIFER looking a little tired on serve as well. Half expected that one to come back. PEIFER's got some incredible balls, particularly off the backhand wing. Another break point for Britain, though. The players struggling to hold serve at the moment.
Oh, that's it's mistakes from both sides of the net just at the moment. And it's a combination will make the least at this phase of the match. They'll put their noses in front. Really doesn't look as though he's putting the effort he was in the first and second set into his serve. It's out.
It's very strange what's going on. Suddenly everyone's got a little flat.
You know, it's been such an intense match, as you've alluded to, and I just think all four almost subconsciously taking a bit of a mental break almost. It's just
I think the fact that night has fallen as well may have taken an effect. You know, the temperature has dropped probably quite dramatically, so the ball's not travelling through the air as it was. Slower.
That's good.
HEWETT was wanting the call, but finally we have a winner. It's a strange game, but it's the French who come out on top of it.
3-1, they hold the advantage in this final set. Deep breaths all round.
Not sure it was out the middle of the strings, and it's right on the line. No chance of that one being called wide. A look of hope rather than belief, I think, from HEWETT.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how you find the line, as long as you find it.
Yeah, a sense of relief from the French pair. They've got out of that one. And they have Great Britain up against it for the time being.
Has dropped, no doubt about that, from the British point of view. As I say, the French very clear that what their tactics were in that second set. They were just going to say, right, breakers down. Brits maybe just over forcing things a little.
Another one from HEWETT over the back.
See their heads have started to drop as well. Still support from the British team.
They cheer each other up here, keep focused. Have a bad day feeling, they'll realise that the French are feeling the same, I'm sure. the back.
They did so well to stay in the point for as long as they did. But again, the errors keep on coming off the British rackets.
And the French are just keeping it steady at the moment and making Great Britain's Hewitt and Reid hit the extra ball. 3 break points. Try to attack the serve and to close out the point quickly. Doesn't happen often.
I just wonder whether HOUDET needed to do that. The Brits are struggling at the moment. Just need to just keep the ball in play, you would think.
It's out.
It is just wide. Didn't miss by much.
Yeah. So Great Britain's Reid, the door is still open for him to hold his serve. A 3rd break point now. Oh, well, the errors are now coming rather thick and fast from Great Britain, and France take what could be a crucial lead here at 4-1 in the final set. Both sets of players are tied, no question, but it's France who have the momentum at 4-1 in the 3rd set. Hewitt and Reid roll out for a vital phase in this match now. They've been in a bit of a trough and they need to find the magic again.
Yeah, it's almost been since they went 5-2 up in the 2nd set. And there, it's nowhere near as good as it was.
Out.
Of course, neither of Reid and Hewitt have tasted defeat yet at the Paralympic Games in Rio. They need to cut these errors out. I think they only know one way of playing, and that's to be positive. We'll see the French just do the same thing, and be as consistent as possible. So I think the cool conditions suiting them. The court's playing very slow now. Seen a winner from the British pair for a good while. It really is getting away from them.
Yeah, it's starting to unravel very quickly for Reid and Hewitt here. And another one on the returner serve.
Just a look of relief on the face of HOUDET. As for Britain, they've got to try and make the French win this. They're gifting it to them. Well, it's almost inevitable an error was around the corner. France are a game away.
And the French fans are now on their feet. HOUDET and PEIFER are one game away from the gold medal in the men's doubles over Alfie, HEWETT and Gordon Reid of Great Britain. After two enthralling sets, this third set has not matched those. But can Alfie HEWETT keep it going? Serving to stay in the match. Yep, that's HOUDET, brilliant. He's a master at the net. Lovely touch and angle.
As we said, they've been more consistent, but HOUDET showing that they can still come forward. Wondrous touch from the 45-year-old. Missed that one as well.
Yeah, it's just unraveling very quickly, I'm afraid, for Great Britain. After such an incredible standard of play over the first set and a half, it's coming down to this love 30. Nails the forehand, and it is down to match point, to gold medal point. It's out. Oh no, it's called in. It is the end of the match. It's victory to the French. For a moment I thought that was out, but Stephane HOUDET and Nicolas PEIFER have closed out an emotional win here. They've had to work really hard for it, but they win in 1 hour and 58 minutes. 6-2, 4-6, 6-1. Alfie HEWETT and Gordon Reid just asking about that call, but now we'll congratulate the French pair. Well, a somewhat anticlimactic finish as the Great Britain pair just ran out of steam in this third set. But you cannot take it away from Stephane HOUDET and Nicolas PEIFER. They were quite rock solid when it mattered most.
Yeah, brilliant performance. I mean, that first set of tennis in particular from this pair is probably the best set of tennis I've seen on a tennis court from, well, any single player or any doubles player. It was so close to perfection, it was untrue. This guy just couldn't miss. And HOUDET, of course, the world #1 in both singles and doubles, gets a gold here in Rio. And they're very deserving of that, as you say. A bit disappointing in the third set, the fact that there were so many errors from Reid and HEWETT. But you can understand that they just ran out of steam, maybe ran out of ideas, because the defense of these two was just so good. An excellent effort from HEWETT and Reid. One of them will go home with a gold, of course, and face each other in the singles match.
Confirmation of the gold medal going to Stephane HOUDET and Nicolas PEIFER. 6-2, 4-6, 6-1 over Alfie, HEWETT and Gordon Reid of Great Britain.